MOUZ versus Complexity. MOUZ starting on the T side. It is their map pick. And they're looking to go towards ramp. Xerxin making the space at first. JT taking the contact. Doesn't get a kill. Good damage on the Xerxin, but it's just going to back off. There's actually 3 players for Complexity right now under Heaven. And they are going to give quite a lot of space over to the European side. But good first opener from JT.
Fiery start right there. JT able to open things up from long range. They are going to be able to claim this B site though. So some quick rotations on in there. halzerk adds another one to the tally. This is some tough post-plant positioning, as you can see. torzsi being pressured right now. A player in the back of silo could get spammed down as well. Floppy trying to find it, but eventually it's still halzerk that's finding all the kills here. Over in towards Vents, and Elise will find the last as well. So a comfortable retake. The position's a little bit difficult here for MOUZ to hold on, at least though.
And that's just giving a little bit more space to Xerxin and Shui to make some work. And if I'm not mistaken, this looks like an A-Rap. halzerk will take that first contact, and Frozen, immaculate entry. JT will now be hedging his bets over towards A, but Grim had to at least get one there. Frozen, what is that? 2 HP, just runs out onto the A bomb site, tapping away, and the AK sings for Mousesports getting there first.
Yeah, I mean, Frozen's just said, I'm going to win this round for us. 3 injuries out towards that A side there. 2 would have been good. He finds the 3rd with a nice little tap there, as you heard. And there's Frozen getting active right there. Not waiting for a late round. Not waiting for alert. He is the helm of the spear right there and finds himself all the ground. Absolutely incredible. And Floppy is potentially dead to rights. I mean, you know, he's kind of lurking about towards that ramp. So he might even get knifed. No, he's going to clear it, but doesn't find Xerxin in time. So all go down right there, and Frozen again just dictating that round.
Yeah, honestly, fair enough. What's really interesting, yard control, but instead is actually the double up towards ramp. So they're going to be taking a lot of proactiveness towards this area of the map, and this could be perfect because MOUZ, they might be setting up for an A take.
Oh, but JT just immediately dismisses the impact, trying to move through the smoke right there. torzsi is going to be able to deal with lobby aggression alongside Xerxin. They try and crunch on in towards that lobby side of things, but halzerk, he gets a second chance to complete the mission.
Waiting for torzsi. Unfortunately, his AWPer is on 13 HP, so that's definitely going to be a bit of a difficulty. Smoke onto the bomb. He's going to try and get it. Actually swings with the smoke. I think JT might have thought that it was a flashbang, looks away, but a very nice trade from Grim. CS2, very hard to actually see what's a flashbang and a smoke. It seems like they make the same noises sometimes, but with that in mind, Complexity, a round that I think should have done a little bit easier. I think Elise and Floppy pushing over towards ramp was potentially the best thing they could have done because they were right there as soon as the execute happened. But because MOUZ took some difficulty actually getting onto the bomb site, they slowed down, were still in lobby, and were still there, be ready for a ramp take. And even though they didn't really succeed, I think halzerk secret, but it's only Xerxin going down. And now, with a takeover towards ramp, it's perfect timing actually for the T side because halzerk out in the open does get the first, doesn't anticipate the rest of the swing, and Floppy has already relinquished this part of the map. Well, he does set himself up quite nicely towards the B bomb side, but look at the lack of rotations. 3 plumbing down towards ramp. Floppy's got so much to do.
And he's already shown his hand here. He's already played his cards right now. They're trying to trade him out, but they just can't seem to get a swing there. Finally, torzsi locked in on the angle. He's going to put him down. The rotation's being cut off by Xerxin, who made his way down in towards Secret early on. We'll see if they see that proactivity here. We already got Elise going forward, trying to smoke spam. He is way too overwhelmed right there. halzerk is able to eventually trade things out. A nice little equalizer from the deagle, but it's a rifle down instead. And JT trying to take those long-range duels with the auto shot. He's not going to go his way.
Respect the hustle, but I mean, like, Complexity do what I said they should have done, but then I don't know, Elise, as you said, just completely overwhelmed there, and then Gran, the deagle trades out, but you've got the rifle down. You would have loved to have the rifle trading out the deagle potentially, and in this specific round, I love how Mousesports are just completely putting their foot on the brakes. They understand they're against pistols. They know that halzerk probably can't get away from blue box and is within this general vicinity. And they just want to wait to see if anyone will push into their crosshairs. And, well, halzerk will offer something up to torzsi, even though he was spared on that new lease of life. Cannot succeed. Floppy and Grim thinking about saving.
See them go back to the slower style here. They heard that re-aggression towards lobby, so as you can see, that trying to turn his attention every which way. He does get dinked down. Pressure's going to be applied here soon. Elige has a timing to flank right there, and he will be able to take advantage of it. All of a sudden, the A side is claimed. This is a great readjustment here coming through from the side of MOUZ. They go down the vents, though. Could have been a little bit of a risk, but it's covered by Frozen. He's just going to close out 1, 2, and a third. Another 3, actually it's a 4K off again, and this time he takes a lot of damage for it. So he's going to retreat back in towards a more passive setup. They've taken ramp control. Again, Complexity are forced onto the back foot on this defense here. Unsure of what they do from this point forward. Shui's going to take even more space.
It's round over.
Halzerk is down. They're going to wrap up in towards heaven, knowing that they've got a key component already missing here. JT re-aggressing towards lobby as you have to. You have to claim some sort of ground back here. And they're going to walk right into the op of Torzi. Walking right into his hands. They might not expect JT close by around this corner, but what do you do from this point forward? You've got to just deny the bomb cross. I mean, Torzi, he's showing his hand, so getting into this round might be a little bit tricky. They're going to ask for some help to escort him on in, but JT finds a big multi, and there's an opportunity here. He gets tagged through the wall by Halzerk's op, but again, 20 seconds left. Halzerk, he has to, or rather, Torzi has to make a move. He's fighting on all fronts, and they're just going to win by elimination instead.
Yeah, big scramble at the end there. I questioned them maybe a little bit with their time in practice, but Christ, it's been looking so good. And, well, that Molotov would have been nice on the Shui, but they throw it before the smokes faded, so he gets away out of dodge. Xerxan caught off guard, though. Nice re-aggression, and Grim trades out Floppy. So, still a 3 versus 3 and making up for that deficit early on.
They got bomb outside on 1 HP right now. Frozen. They're very low at the moment. Grim has to keep tweaking contained. He's going to be pushed out. Impat going to find himself an entry. Quickly traded. Impat not able to find any more. JT, though, has his coverage. Brilliant flashbang coming through from Frozen. And it's just the op, but he's already played his cards. He's shown his hand. He's going to have to quickly transition down and towards that lower side there. Shui going to stick around, but it's going to be a little too late onto the scene. He hears the footsteps. Frozen going to take an early fight, but a missed shot. Frozen just swings. The confidence here when you're up 3
just gets the better of him there, and it would have still been a 1v1 regardless. Now, a bit more pace from MOUZ. They're getting straight down towards this B-bomb site. Xerxan does not care about a Molotov, and Elige, he's going to get completely off guard. Elige has no idea that someone could have beaten that Molotov, and alongside Torzi getting an opener onto JT, it's just crumble for Complexity.
Yeah, this is devastating here. It's just such a good called T side coming through from MOUZ, and everyone able to find the kills to back it up. Like you said, Frozen's playing a hell of a game, but the rest of the roster's close behind him. So much impact here coming through. Shui with the space creation, the amount of ground he's been able to take here over towards that ramp room has been some damage there, but he quickly has to fall off just the same. A little bit of that floppy effect. This time they're repositioning a little bit deeper here. He's going to get himself safely around the corner. This time Torzi needs to lock in the tripwire headshots, and that's exactly what he's able to deliver. Not missing a beat here. Now they're going to run into 3. What? Everyone's here on rotation. Frozen helping out with 2 more, and that's just them walking right. They have to offer, and again, Impact going to be tested here in the ramp room. Has an opportunity. Needs to get that molly off, though, and a little late.
Ooh. And they're going to abuse that, even though it does land at their feet and kind of dissect them a little bit away from each other. Shui's only able to get that first. Lovely rotation from Torzi. Will they expect Xerxan? The UMP up close, getting a bit cheeky with it, but only able to get 1. Is that enough? Torzi, very low HP from his interaction over towards Ram. Frozen could be their talisman, like he has been so far in this game. Gonna miss JT. Nope, sees him as he comes around the corner, and unfortunately, the IGL, his time is over. Nice trade from Grim, and he might have lost track potentially of where Torzi is. 30 seconds, going up towards Vent, and Torzi, he's read into this one perfectly.
You read him like a book right now. This is a round in the bag right now.
Oh, for him.
Yep, thank you very much. That is just brilliant. I mean, icing on the cake of already an incredible game from
Taken away as Shui goes, yeah, there's no one there because he swung on it. I don't know what they can do right now. That was a good round, the last. They get the openers, but they can't do anything else with that. They couldn't convert that last round. This could be near flawless for MOUZ. It'd be 11 rounds in a row, I think it would be. Or 10, yeah, 11 rounds in a row. And right now, it's just been an absolute shutdown. Grim gets an inch of success, but they are hunting him down, and his time on this earth is very limited. Complexity already have to be looking at Overpass, because that is a speed run of their map pick from MOUZ.
My God, what a statement victory right.
Cool, the flashbangs are sailing in. However, the double nade lands on the openers, and Complexity just unable to even get out of the choke point. It seems like we might have a very, very similar affair to what we saw on
versus you know very little choke points. You just can't get past these angles. It is devastating here. Dorsey just wants to really drive that message on home.
Easy peasy. He doesn't have the AWP in his hand, but he's still getting it work done with the A1S. This should be a fairly easy one for the European side. Shouldn't have really any worries whatsoever. And okay, the Glocks actually are getting some nice damage. Frozen, who was, I think if I'm not mistaken, the top rated player over on map 1 with a 2.6 HLTV rating, 18-6. He's playing a very influential.
Good goal coming through from JT to facilitate some ground. That's been heard. A little rough on in. Maybe not. This runs with the bomb out there. The bomb drops inside the pit to further complicate this thing. And they've got a man advantage. They've got to run all the way back to the bomb. Safety ensured in that sense there as they get around the corner. But Yimpat is going to find a strike in the back there. It's JT to fall. Another one from Yimpat. He finds them all there. He's all present right now in the server. No one able to trade him.
This is so poor from Complexity. They had this in the palm of their hands, but the bomb not going down is their biggest difficulty. Floppy, 1 versus 3. He's found 2 heads. Did he spot Frozen? I don't think so, no, because he's still looking towards Monster. Peeking out. Floppy, runs out of bullets.
That EPL win was this guy's ability to lock in an opener. It's a bit of an awkward smoke, though, Xertion. It goes a little deep right there. Didn't extinguish the molly. Now they're going to execute on towards the site. Low HP for the Impact. He still does a lot of damage, but only 1 out of Xertion's rifle here. It's going to be Shui blowing the smoke open to give him vision into a 2v2. They're able to lock in. But he has to open the door. Frozen now springing into action.
He's been heard. Horzerk will not be able to capitalize upon that, and Shui jumping down, lose a lot of HP, misses the water. This fight between JT and Frozen is so important. They should be able to secure the round, but Shui able to identify those 1 versus 1s, trying to find the bomb, isn't able to do that, but still finds the frag.
Brute force your way in towards this B side, or do you want to reroute? I mean, guaranteed kill on the towards you. Let him slip the gap here. But there's that bomb trying to transition into the A side, and it's just been dropped on the ground. Grim will fall as well. Shui doing it all. And now they realize that there's some lurks about. Flank is being watched now, but again, the recovery of this bomb is going to be a whole nother story. They've smoked Floppy off here. There's not a lot of time left. Frozen lands another kill. He's back into a clutch. Shui finally will go down, but Elige, only a quarter of his HP left here, is going to be loud about his position here. He's going to make himself known going up in towards the A side here. It's been heard by Frozen as well. And now a bomb plant guaranteed from Elige, but can he win?
Frozen, no util, has a kit, is also being very loud. 1v1 trying to be achieved on this headshot angle, but Frozen snipes him down. One part of this map right now, because if they lose that, well then Complexity will just be funneled to death onto that A-bomb site. But good opener from Floppy. Frozen falls the wayside, and now without his rifle, Torzi, he's in a spot above there as they're charging down. York hits the first shot. They've all got utility out. But lovely trade from Horzerk. Now he's got the confidence in him, and it's an advantage in favor of Complexity. But MOUZ, they have all the rotations. Everyone is here. Everyone's here for the trades, and the crossfire gets set up. Xertion, though, in the 1 versus 1 versus Elige, lost track of the North American, has now lost the majority of his HP. 2 left, and finally some success for Complexity.
JT, he's going to walk outside a monster. He might have been spotted, waiting for some sort of aggression. There's the flash, and there's the play.
Yeah. That's really nicely done. 3 players towards the B bomb side. I was talking about rotations maybe not being as free to come down. Well, that's perfect. Good flashbangs, though. The anchor dealt with. Shui, they know where he is. And Floppy, they never anticipate someone to be boosted on the sandbags there. But Frozen, so far doubling up, gets a dink off on Elige, softens them up for Torzi, and maybe him being on this A1S is actually better than the York, because Elige on only 16 HP, both players tantalizingly low, and Elige has the worry of having to expose himself to acquire that bomb. Is allowed that equity. Bomb being planted, no tap. Torzi could have taken some space, and he had a timing there, but he will still find the timing. Lovely 1 versus 2, rotates down and finishes off what his anchor started. But overall, that's impeccable from Frozen.
Oh my god. Again, right back to some tough clutch losses, but Torzy able to finish the
Gonna
job.
hear players in long toilets. JT and Elige dry peeking out. The IGL falls first, but the star player does at least trade. Torzy trying to see if he can get anything working. A lovely flick onto Elige, but unfortunately it's just a leg or a wall bang. The nade does put him down even lower, but in the meantime, Holzerk is able to open up this A-bomb site even further. Somehow they've got more players here. Assertion, what a rotation. They've completely left this B bomb site and they've put all their eggs in one basket towards A. However, is that going to actually come out in their favor? Because Assertion just dunks onto Elige. Does swing out though, and Holzerk capitalizes upon that. Does not miss this shot. Yimfat, the 17-year-old, rotating up from B, puts himself in the position where Exertion just was. And Complexity, they're not playing together. This could be dangerous because Yimfat, he could just take these 1v1s and he will. 20 seconds, Holzerk has no time to go towards B, committing towards the A-bomb site, misses the AWP shot, tries to back away, but Yimfat swings out, holds the spray, connects the spray, and the 17-year-old, ice in the veins, because Complexity head just firmly in their hands right now. I'm not sure if that was a missed boost, because they didn't quite see Holzerk, which they could have capitalized upon. Flash towards Monster, Yimfat swings out, Frozen a little bit belated, and that's a good interaction. Holzerk does not miss this shot. With Torzy, last round of the half. Nade in the smoke does give him the opportunity in the sideline into the Elige. Surely not a 1 versus 4. Flashbang does miss, and he isn't being held for, but as he takes the shot and falls back into the darkness, 16 HP, this should be it. You said 4 was enough, but with 3 1 versus 2 clutches for the MOUZ side, Complexity, they really could have made this a 6-6. I'm them right now. Like, I have to be winning this out. And JT, an opportunity to give them that advantage, and also would have given him some space to work with. Holzerk, lovely, puts it back to 4 versus 4. However, that double swing towards connector does basically just scream to MOUZ. It's a little bit of an opening towards the B-bomb side. JT does finally succeed alongside Grim. Damage going back both ways, but this smoke is super oppressive, and Shui just went straight through that. What is he doing? So much confidence, and he gives them back this 2 versus 2, but the bomb's being dropped on the site, and Yimfat alongside Assertion, they would have actually loved to go up towards the A-bomb site, but now they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. They know Holzerk's over towards short. They have no idea where Floppy is. So they're gonna try and take this 2 versus 1 onto the Norwegian. Holzerk has to get 1 here at a minimum. Misses his line. Only has about 5 bullets in his magazine. And with that, MOUZ give them the advantage. Wait, Floppy's dropped out of heaven. He's going to be on this long rotate up. Yep, they've heard it. Yimfat didn't quite run towards the A-bomb site, and they just slowed down for a second because they had just enough time to do so. With the B-bomb site completely clear, Floppy's going to understand this. There's no one towards A, and now it's 1 versus 2. Yimfat position under him. Floppy still gets the frag, has to put a new magazine in. Zershin so tantalizingly low, but he will get away. That's super, super important. Floppy drops down now. There is no kit in play for the Complexity side, and Floppy needs to try and find Assertion. Really good reposition towards shot. A tap of the bomb, and Zershin does not bite. Actually tucks himself even deeper in. Floppy still finds the frag. Is there enough time? I think there is. It's exactly what Complexity needed. They needed a clutch to come out. They needed this pissed around. It's going to be so close with bated breath. Complexity secure.
At least just to be safe here. Elige has a timing brilliant right there and a chance to find 2. He will knock it down. So it doesn't matter if you don't have kits, you don't have util. If you're able to lock those frags in, you win just the same. And that's exactly what Elige has just delivered. A massive multi. They're recycling the smoke. So the little utility that they do have is being used perfectly against MOUZ on the CT side. And Complexity setting themselves up for success in the first gun round here. It's going to be 30 seconds left. I mean, about 20 when that smoke fades away.
They still do have those flashbangs. Torzy sending them through. JT not actually flashed. He dodges that. And yep, these flashbangs ineffective. Floppy and JT and a nice crossfire. Only good for 1 though. But luckily, Elige, he is not over. His spree of desolation has dropped the bomb. I was on Torzy's back. and Frozen, no time left on the clock, and Elige acquires the quad kill. That is more like it. Finally, some life in the American side.
Still stone cold, but you can start to see, and now just going to steady himself in long bathrooms.
I was talking about these very important position. Toilets as the rifler. You tend to put your best player there for very good reasons. But unfortunately, this is not the round to show that example. I think that's really unfortunate. Shuey gets the lovely dink and then the deagle follows up. But woxic, MP9, farming some cash. And for complexity, they need to do this one, I'd say, flawlessly from now. Especially with the full rifles being saved up and woxic getting the extra $600 that he got with that MP9. I think that's really, really important for complexity that they've actually made this round a little bit clean.
Yeah, brilliant nade there. That's going to put Xerxin down. 30 HP. They double up on aggression here. The HE to blow the smoke open, but Frozen will put them both down. Sends them packing just the same. A nice thought process, a nice idea, but Frozen was just playing in the perfect little off angle to deal with that pressure. Another one offered up. Frozen on a bit of a rampage now. Complexity, like you said, a chance to tie things up. But Frozen is swiping that aside.
I actually love how complexity do aggression. And that round, they didn't do anything inherently wrong. But Frozen just decimates everyone. Left, right, good night. He has won the round single-handedly. He's playing on that B extremity. It's the position he does normally play in.
That's necessary throughout this entire half, but... doesn't work out here. We got the jumping MP9 maneuver here from Grim. Quickly dispatched of Frozen just on a rampage. If you want to push this beast out, you're going to have to really work for it. They send all their resources to try and take care of this man. And eventually they're going to lose some names. woxic has found himself two. Onto the T2K and another one coming through for him. More opportunities. This round has fallen to pieces. Complexity could rob this one away. It's just Shuey, the IGL, to bail them out of a huge problem here. And he can run towards that A side. No one is there to resist him. Only JT that could cut things off, but he hasn't spotted him making its way up connector. He's still looking for a kill here, but eventually he's just going to turn and burn towards that A site and look to lock in a 1v2 clutch.
He's put the burners on. Complexity, they're not going to allow him to isolate those 1 versus 1 either. They're going to play together. The issue is they don't have armor. They've literally got 2 players that are basically on 1 HP. They have no kit, so time is slightly of the essence. Bomb gets planted. Look, they are playing right next to each other. They are holding their hands through this ordeal. Shuey, the IGL, this would be a 1 versus 3, but as he peeks out, JT proclaims that he's the sharper shooter. The bomb this time will not let slip. Shuey tries to take some space, does get good damage on the woxic, but a lovely trade from Elige. He's really coming to his element here on overpass, and he'll be looking to farm up these pistols, but their 8K does get retrieved. That's very important. Elige, will he be able to get away? I'm honestly not sure, and he's a magician, because somehow he's just bypassed 4 members.
Snuck his way out now. JT, does he want to test the waters? There's a couple low HP bars, but woxic is going to be able to break apart. And now you see JT surfacing through the smoke there. Doesn't expect Frozen to be lurking about through that smoke. Impact could find himself success, but again, it's just another low HP bar. And Frozen now left last man standing. Is going to reposition here. He might not know fully about all of the low HP that these
first time since literally the first 2 rounds or so in this series, Complexity have the lead. This is looking a lot more like it, and a big part of it is because of woxic, 22 frags, and also Elige. Big round from him towards this A bomb site, and it looks like those 2 players are going to get tested once again, but good support from JT. Yimfat just decimated with the grenade. Nice swing, but Elige, they know where he is. He has to fight his way out, scared of connector, and he has to be because Torzi's also there. So Elige, they might just go and hunt him down, and that might be their best play. But as they're trying to turn their attention over towards him, Grim can actually take advantage of this and push behind them, but unfortunately the timing goes away from them. woxic, though, rotating down towards the B bomb tight, peering in towards connector, eliminates the first, gives them that 2-player advantage, also spots more players as he's coming away from that angle. So MOUZ, a really unfortunate round where they're going to have something very miraculous to pull them out of this.
See if they have the right tools for the job here. Torzi and Xerxin looking for the entries on in towards this B side, but it's a pretty solid hold here. Floppy taking the barrel's angle, gets an early spot out there, just doing damage and turning the attention of Halzer, who misses his op shot, but a great flash thrown in from JT, converting the last kill as well. Complexity ease their way up to 11
ABCD. Halzer misses his shot, but then a great flash to initiate Floppy's contact. This could be the 11th hour for MOUZ. Penultimate round potentially, and the IGL steps up for the first 2 frags. Floppy playing around the smoke with only a few bullets left, still finds some kills. And Torzi all left by himself as Complexity finds
Okay, we made it.
Okay, Alesia's aggressing. This is so high risk. Last round of the game potentially. Alesia's getting in their face. The spy behind them. Are we looking to complete the espionage? Not for the first time, but for the second. However, it's an opener in favor of Complexity, and Halzer, he does not miss those. Over on the city side, it's been only sharp shooting for him, and the bomb, look at it in connector, might just walk into Grim's hands. And this is such an oppressive position for Complexity because they are looking so sharp. And Liege spots out Shuey. 2 players remain, and over to the third map, most definitely on the cards now.
Absolutely here. Halzer looking
shot.
to secure it. Beautiful connector coverage right now, and he will finish the job. 26 and 14.
Grim overextending slightly. That one frag from Assertion gonna allow MOUZ to maybe group up, go over towards B. However, Complexity are not completely upset with losing that first kill because they have a very nice setup going right now. JT is going to try for a flashbang for them to peek behind this half full. However, it just didn't seem like they were ready for it. And it's going to be MOUZ winning out this interaction and most likely this pistol round, unless we see something truly heroic from the South African. And as he falls away, he's going to have the full might of MOUZ bowing down in front of him. Flashbang is going to force him even further back. And what a nice shot at Torzi. Yeah, poor Torzi, but unfortunately, it's just poor Torzi. And MOUZ still maintain the 3 versus 1 with Yimi. Okay. Does get decimated out of the server. Nice little tap by Halzer. We have seen him get a 3K with the P2K before. It gets a gun round. Is this 1 versus 3 possible? And it's going to be a very nice crossfire. Shuey taking that first contact. Doesn't even need the swing from his teammate. And Liege alongside Floppy. They're going to have a lot to do over towards brackets. There's going to be a contact play in. Floppy lines them up. Good for 1. A lot of damage onto the second, and should have enabled Unleash there, but unfortunately, Unleash goes down without anything. Halzer caught off guard as Yimi is able to meander his way out of apartments, but lovely rotation from JT. He will get smoked off and he will spam, so he will show his presence. This 2 versus 2, MOUZ, they're going to get the bomb down. Good post plant already from the Finnish man, and Yimfap frozen over towards apartments. I actually love these post plants from MOUZ.
Yeah, very strong to stabilize this round here. They've got 1 smoke to break past and no kits right now for the CT side. And the smoke will allow them to scale into the side at least. They don't have to worry about clearing graveyard. Nobody there, no one on the site as well. But again, they're going to strike from Palace. Or Apps, rather. Frozen going to strike there with a free headshot. And he's hands off keyboard right now. No need to repeat. JT is locked out of this one. MOUZ going to grab themselves a 3rd as easy as can be. And that felt like a little bit of a misstep there. I'm going to just highlight a little bit.
Them behind that half full. They could actually take advantage of Frozen out in the open, but in the meantime, it's a bomb site. It's going to be shivering a little bit. Halzer, can he get another frag? No, unfortunately, gets pushed out of position with loads of utility dumped over towards pit. And even though they actually do deal with Frozen quite nicely, with a good flashbang that I said from Grim to support JT, it feels like Complexity could actually think about saving this. Yes, the bomb's just gone down, but you've got a Galil A1S and then armor on a Liege. Like, this wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to think about saving, especially with this resmoke towards brackets, also towards Moto. I don't know, they're still going to go for it though, and Assertion swings on a perfect timing alongside Torzi. That's the 2 rifles towards short dealt with, and Liege is going to be trying to walk the lonely walk to save, but they just run him down. So MOUZ, good first 4 rounds in a row. Complexity on this guy. Do you remember the pigeons on train you could stand on?
Yeah. Fly away.
Yeah, that was a good old times. But speaking of the AWP on Halzer, he had so much impact on map 2 and already starts off round 5 with a bang as the AWP pierces through the air and that's the IGL of Shuey eliminated.
Huge pickup, but JT is going to get eliminated over towards Banana there. Frozen getting active. on that side of the map and will immediately equalize here within seconds of that opening pick. It doesn't last too long here. Now they're going to queue up some aggression. These great HE and a great fall off here. Going to concede a little bit of that ground, but in the meantime, MOUZ setting in a little bit of hesitation right now. They got a smoke that lands on the site. Don't know if that was intended for Moto or what, but it didn't land exactly how they had hoped for. And now Helzerk, he's got to lock down this banana side here. Gonna be tested maybe by the op. Is this a boost or just a flashbang here tossed in initially? He's gonna get flashed off the angle. Tries for the timing shot. Needs to get out of dodge, so he's got to run around that corner and gets his smoke off.
Ooh, big interaction between Xerxes and Liege. And the T side, they win it out, so they're going to be wrapping around this B-bomb site now. Grim yet to frag, and there's ever a time to do so. This would be it. Helzerk missing shots, does finally connect one, and Grim misses his lines. From this position before. The tall task ahead of them, so they don't have that like overpowering Z side to fall back on. But what they are doing is just falling back on Helzerk. Great opener from him, and then a great bit of utility between Grim and JT. So the B bomb side actually finding that success. This is, you were talking the last round, Complexity haven't had these 5 versus 3 positions to actually fall back on, but now finally success shall be warranted. And we're going to see some individual plays be brought out by MOUZ to see if they can make anything work just from their individuals finding space.
Yemi looking to lurk his way out on towards this apartment side. Not too interested in committing further there. There's Floppy with a nasty off angle that probably would have just immediately dispatched of him if he tried to make a move. He's just taking that space instead. He's on his solo mission once again. Looking to draw as much attention out as possible. Smoke will go in towards mid. Players up towards the top of banana. They're going to call in return to try and double back towards this A side right now. It's probably for the best right now when you look at the positions. Although it is their lurk taken care of. Elise takes a confident peek right there. Takes a confident play as they maintain all of brackets control. It's up to Xerxes on low HP and Shui to pull this one back. And I don't know if they're going to try. Yeah, they're going to save.
Yeah, because well, they've only got 1400 loss bonus. So you saving the rifle and the AWP is going to be way more than you get in the next round. So it's a beneficial save for their economy. And luckily for MOUZ, what was, I think, their issue on the city side overpass, they lost one round and they were instantly on the pistols, right? So we saw a 6-3 position be garnered very easily for Complexity. And right now, that isn't really the case for MOUZ. They've been doing these rounds pretty clean, pretty easily. And for Complexity, they're mental. There's been emotions on their sleeve, and we're seeing it very clearly. Good aggression down middle. However, they lose the opener. They go for aggression and then back away instantly, and then also gets caught off guard. It's not looking too great for Complexity in the lead. Tries to get a frag with a nice flashbang from Floppy, but unfortunately he just finds the grave, and as Grim's body hits the floor, MOUZ straight away showing them who is boss and forcing them to bow down to their feet. Exertion's already caught a gap.
What a timing.
So this round's like, it was already over, and now it's cemented even further because they have someone literally in CT spawn, so they can go wherever they want, and Exertion will cut off those rotations, but they might not even need Exertion because JT plays with his life a little bit, but as he falls back, there he is, and the Israeli clutches him up. Very nicely done, and Floppy all by himself hasn't had ability to have impact in this round because everyone's died around him.
Spotted out now. He's going to be hunted. He is taken down for sure. Floppy not making it out of this one. MOUZ. That wasn't the map either.
Okay, they're going for aggression again. This time they're not going to fade away, but they're just going to get obliterated. They barely even make it to second mid. Elige does get a trade of some sorts, but he's been hunted down. Imfat swipes him away. Torzi acquires yet another kill. And once again, a round ending with about 20 seconds on the clock with Grim just trying to salvage some sort of solace over towards this B-bomb site. That is insane from MOUZ. They hold for the aggression and just, they destroy.
Yeah, able to assert some dominance right there, man. Again, MOUZ's default is so prepared for the CT aggression here. We've seen teams, I mean, specifically Cloud9, really struggle to deal with that CT proactivity. I saw constant op picks from Helzerk over in Sydney, where this map looked very good for them. But this T side for MOUZ is just not giving them any of those opportunities. Those off-the-rip plays from the CT side are getting punished. They're not being able to establish that foothold. And they're even going to just hunt down this MP9 to add insult to injury.
Not letting anyone go. No one can survive. Yeah, this is a kill. No way Grim survives this. Turns away from the flashbang, but Yumi actually blinds himself, but surely not, right? Swings in and yeah, Frozen dispatches with him. Do you know what's been really impressive for MOUZ is this, without having either their coach or analyst with them, it's definitely going to burden them. However, they're simply just not able to get into Inferno.
Floppy will take a bit of a swing there. It's just one singular kill, though. Halzer is down low. We do have some low HP bars on the other end of things. Xertion with the op now. Just pick that up from Torzi. He hasn't been making too many mistakes here on this A side lurking. He's been very sharp. He's been just the right amount of aggressive, I would say. On that apartment side, he's been able to thread that needle perfectly.
Yeah, just maintain the space as well, right? Like, you don't have to necessarily get that actual kill. You can have a lot of impact, because look at what Frozen's doing. He has all his control towards top banana. Granted, he hasn't got a frag, but he's still doing very well to just maintain the space for his side and give them that confidence to walk up towards, say, bomb site with no worry of someone coming from behind. And this round should be done and dusted. Halzerk all by himself. Tucked down in mini pit. Yep, tucked down. Deagle in hand. 13 HP. Waiting for a sound cue. And he will catch Shui off guard, but unfortunately with the head turned on a swivel, the IGL eliminates the AWPer. 9 for MOUZ. Not the
shotguns.
XM and a Mag 7 running down banana. Unfortunately, I don't really know what you're trying to achieve. And speaking about achievements...
Replays. They're looking to get aggressive here, but right into Frozen's crosshair. One tapping for the second. It looks so good. He's not going to be able to get away. But still, the trade comes through from Torzi. They blow the smoke open, give him vision, and the aggression is just punished. It's just a little bit delayed.
That was so nice from Frozen. He is 15 and 3. He's my MVP for this series unless something really shifts up. What can you do? He hits the lovely spray. JT, I probably couldn't even see him because there was a smoke, there was a Molotov, and the Molotov just didn't go deep enough. It was a little bit shallow, so Frozen could play behind that, and he plays behind it magnificently, utilizing the new dynamics with the grenades and the smokes. 10-1. We were talking about the last not being, or not having that much importance because it wasn't a gun round. However, when they have the rifles out and 3 players towards B, they get one single frag. And now, can they even save these weapons? Halzerk and Pit, he's been identified. A nade landed his feet. And they are running for him. That's going to be Floppy dealt with. 4 seconds left on the clock. Spam through the smoke. Halzerk mixing around these. Halzerk with the save door. Does bait in Floppy, and it's the auto shotty. They walk into his jaws, and that's really nice from Floppy. That's like, finally, something good, but it's come so late in this half. MOUZ, they've already so close to victory. 3 more rounds is all they need to make it out of their groups and eliminate complexity, but this does not seem like the round where they're going to add to their tally.
I might be able to grab themselves a second, which isn't much to write home about, but it's better than the lonely one here. Shui, though, looking to make it not so here. Still has a chance to find these entries. JT, that wall is very spammable here in 2. You can easily dispatch them, but there's way too much of a setup here. The trio getting the job done. Just Frozen left standing here, not going to be able to pull that one off there. Second round found by complexity, facilitated by Floppy with the auto shot. But looking to set up a bit of a B-side defense. They've got a player in the back of Dark right now hiding. Frozen is getting set up here by Xertion. Xertion just needs to maybe find himself 1 kill and distract this crossfire setup. That's what he was looking for. Frozen gonna strike here soon with 2. And this defense is flawless coming through from the duo right there. Beautiful
fireworks.
Not just yet there, but it's looking like it. Elise gets a flashbang. It was a well-placed flash. He does a lot of damage, but at this point, it only matters here in round conversions. JT, he has the right idea of phasing the smoke. Chewy, long-range duel, but how does it get out as well? No trade either. He's going to further compound things as Frozen just
what?
immediately dispatches of Grim. Didn't even get a chance to fire a shot off. At least Halzerk will send one back and equally. But still a 4v2 to recover. 2 low HP bars. Maybe more winnable than you think. Halzerk still going to stand behind that Molotov or waiting that one out. He has to smoke to still toss in Xertion. Looking to lock this round, and he's got help coming through as well.
It's the last-ditch effort. The flashes are coming through. Xertion dodges them, sprays down the smoke. Match and series point for MOUZ. Such a well-crafted team. A mix of diverse ingredients that creates something truly delightful to watch. And that is being exemplified in our screen right now. And they are still stone cold. They are not sure.